Hi, I'm Sunny Goldberg, and welcome to Know Your Neighbors. It is my pleasure to be sitting here today, getting to know my neighbor, Debbie Bartoli from Mamaroneck.
Yes.
And Hilda DeMargian, whose wonderful store is in White Plains. I am delighted to have you guys here. Debbie was so persistent, Hilda, you wouldn't believe it. She really wanted me to get to know you and wanted our viewers to get to know you. And Debbie, you've been a Mamaroneck resident for quite a long time. How long is it?
40 years. 40 years I've been living here.
Wow.
Yes.
And you moved here from?
Well, we started really from when I got married. So the children have been raised here, went to all the schools in the area. So we're here ever since 76.
Wow.
76.
So
and a little previous
you
to
got
that.
married and moved to Mamaroneck.
Yes.
How smart was that?
Yes.
I hope you bought something. Did you buy something?
Very smart, very smart. No, my husband, which was my boyfriend at the time, his family moved up here first. You know, then we got married. I worked in the area. Children went to all the schools in the area.
And what'd you do when you were working?
Oh my gosh, well, several things. Normally, I mean, I had started out as a secretary, you know, worked for different doctors, orthodontists. But then down the line, in between taking care of people that were sick and the children, you know, then I did things here and there, beauty salons and, you know, odds and ends.
Which may be how you got to meeting Hilda.
Oh, gosh.
And Hilda, you are from originally?
I'm originally from Persia, the Mecca of skincare.
Oh, yeah. Boy.
I arrived in the United States 30 years ago with $500, but a big American dream and a passion as soon as I arrived in Kennedy Airport. But it struck me so bad that I saw people with the worst skin, orange color. That was
and they've been very bad makeup.
That's right.
Yes.
So I truly, I mean, I said, I have a mission to complete, and this is very important because coming back from where I came from, as a young girl, like 7 years old, my mom, she used to take me to a spa back then. It was very common.
Wow.
So now in America, people, they start getting to know about spa, which is the salute per aqua. It's very important. So going back to where I came from, twice a week,
Which just
we used to go to a steam room and then sauna, called dry room.
Wow.
We weren't allowed to see sun or anything. So I arrived with that big passion to educate every individual about skin, and that's what I'm doing.
Now, but how did you get to Westchester?
Very good question. Well, as you know, DeMargian, we've been in staple. It was a staple in Westchester since 1974, and then I was working for a gynecology surgeon in Connecticut, and I was doing the laser 18 years ago. And then the fact that my brother had a salon, and you know, he said, "Why don't you come to second floor?" So I said, "Fine." And that was 1996 that I came to 245.
Wow.
In White Plains.
So you guys were there from the. You were there from
since
the
forever.
Since forever. It's very funny that you said.
We're reaching 2012.
Since forever, the longest business.
I'm thinking how ironic. Iranian women were going to spas, etc., and now they're covering their whole face.
Not true, really.
Oh, good. That's good.
But the reason we've been covering the skin, we are not allowed to see any sun because that's an exposure of radiation. Now that's like from 12 noon until 4 p.m. we weren't allowed, as even
which is actually
young kids, to go out.
That makes
or have an umbrella. I remember my grandma, 90 years old, walking with an umbrella back then. So
and how
and
smart.
the Asian people still do. You see, I mean, they're smart. They know. They protect their
even
skin.
Even watching today on the Today Show, I told you I was watching this. She said the number one worst thing for skin is sun exposure, and that we don't. And even in winter, you're supposed
to. Which I'm going to give the tips because last year in my laser and skincare center, I treat so many clients with the windburn, not sunburn. And unfortunately, people they don't understand. They think if it's not sunny, I'm not going to use my sunblock.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's the wrong thing. But therefore, you know, we're gonna just give the opening about the skincare line, which is extremely important, and combining the laser, the cutting edge, I would say, you know, for younger looking skin. You mentioned about getting old. I said, no, I have a client from 13 years old up to 91 years old, we all have one thing in common: skin. Hilda, make me feel important, make me feel young, and I want to look my best with my skin. No more coverage, no more injectables or cutting. No. This is laser. With the light of laser, I'm bringing the natural collagen from the dermis to epidermis, which
But
is
it's
actually
interesting
important.
because Debbie was so anxious for us to bring you on, and actually, you were taking it from a different angle. You had cancer.
Yes.
And we all know it's not just about looking pretty.
I was just going to say that because a lot of people have a lot of different issues, a lot of different problems. No, I know of Hilda from her commercials. She's been in the area by word of
and
mouth.
you can go to the website and see all of that.
By word of mouth. And no, I had gone through a bout with cancer. Started in 2008, so it was 3 years. Now, in my family, no one has a wrinkle. My grandmother's, 80, beautiful skin. So
I think that's important too. Genetics.
genetics,
Okay.
yes. But after, the operation, the chemo, the radiation, I started to look in the mirror. The sun was shining, and then I started to get all the hair growth. I teased Hilda Fuzzy Wuzzy Bear. And I started that the skin was very, very dehydrated, dry. And we fool around because, I don't know why, your name just popped into my head. And I remember you said free consultation. What drew me was, I said, let me try. I wrote out, we fool around all the time, a wish list.
Before
She
you
comes with
saw
a wish
her.
list.
Like Santa.
I took a piece of paper and I just said, let me go down the line. Everything that's wrong with me.
Yeah.
And I remember calling you, and I was just astounded because she was doing her radio station in Connecticut.
Right. You're on the radio
Yeah.
still now, right? Or you were doing.
No, I discontinued because of summer, but now because I'm scheduling too, my schedule is really very, very hectic.
But she
knows that.
So you
called
heard her.
me from the radio station, so I was so taken back. Everyone is so busy today. Everyone's so busy. And I said, are you kidding me? You're calling me from the radio station. Made an appointment to go in because she has free consultation, which is so simple. And I went in with my wish list, which we're always joking about. And I went down the line because besides these issues, from a child I had scarring on my back. We had to wear nylon blouses. My
Yes.
back broke out.
Yes.
At the time, I remember my mother, we got a doctor's note. Nope, I had to wear it.
That's a kid can feel really
Yes.
terrible. I know.
I was lucky it wasn't on the face, but I had it on the back, which was embarrassing if you wanted to wear a bathing suit.
Right.
Then from having the children, I had all stretch marks. So I just jotted everything down.
Here comes Debbie.
It was like Santa Claus's
Here
list.
comes Debbie with all this. It's
Well,
truly
bottom
wish
line.
list. Wish list.
how to come out.
So that's why I said when you walked into her store, everything is, first of all, you're in the right place. And I was just sitting there saying thank you. Everything is sterile and clean and to perfection. And she comes out open arms, even though she's in a rush.
There's no doubt. That.
Gives you all the time, looks at you, explains what she can do, how long it will take. And she's not pushy. It's not like when you go in to buy a car and the car salesman, they're breathing down your neck. She leaves it up to you to decide. So no one bothers you, calling you up. Do you want to? So it's your choice. And by going back, I started with a few of her products, this
is so much fun to have all these products. I feel like a kid in a candy store because, whoa, and it all looks so nice and very good because this show is before the holidays and terrific to be able to pick up a gift like that.
So when I started with just a few basic products, within 3 days, I was walking past the mirror and I would stop and I'm saying, wait a second. I do see a difference. Or I was driving in the car and I'm like, wait a second. I was seeing a difference. The skin was much smoother, more hydrated. You didn't see so many wrinkles. But there was a drastic difference.
So you felt terrific about yourself.
Oh, and it felt like you were giving yourself a spa treatment because her products are very light. They're not perfumey, it's all botanical. You don't have to worry, you can put makeup on, it's not greasy, it doesn't get on the bedding. And the skin drinks it in. And you don't need to use, there are 17 products, you don't need to use all the products.
Interesting, when you were mentioning having had cancer, I know you're philanthropic. I noted that you're
Yes.
at Gilda's Club,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
very dear to my heart. And I saw that you've been at the White Plains Hospital and those kinds of things. I assume that when bringing the products and introducing them, you're enhancing their lives or giving them a lift.
Life-changing experience.
Yeah.
Truly. The reason I'm so much involved with the cancer patient, two things. I remember my grandma, she lost a battle with cancer because she was being misdiagnosed.
Yes. My
So
mother as
she
well.
was 60, very young. And back then people, they didn't know better. They
Right.
didn't know better. So I was 10 years old. Now you don't want to know my age, of course. So therefore, that really struck me so bad. I remember that I said, this should be something I can change people's life. And to go through that agony of disappointment, it was it's very difficult for cancer patients.
Absolutely.
So therefore, I really
And
commit myself.
Also, you're always dry. I was with
I
a
was going to
woman
go to
today.
that. I have cancer patient that with the Dixon Center, so they send their patient to me. I see their skin is so dry, so fragile. Therefore, I came up with the product that is all antioxidant. It's an all treatment product because please remember, with mastectomy and double mastectomy, they all come with all these scars. So I want to make sure, and you should really see the results on it. It's
But
unbelievable.
can I
Putting
just
the
interrupt for a
collagen and
second?
elastin,
Look
sure.
at all the years later. I mean, you're saying you're from a child. Look how many years later. The doctors, I mean, I was thoroughly blessed with the doctors that I had. And I mean, top notch in everything that they did. And that's why I'm still sitting here. But there is no one to help you with the other whole
Right.
angle. No one tells you what's going to happen to you or what you need to do.
Right. I
Which
know-
is my mission. I would
Right.
love to get out. In other words, I have a forum with her to work together.
Actually, your advertisement or on your website, I saw must have been a cancer event or something
Always,
like that,
always.
because there was a pink
Yes.
whatever in the background.
Ribbon, yes.
But specifically now, let's talk specific because we got
Sure.
people out there watching. You brought all these. Is there something that you're just crazy about, or can you walk us through a few of your products?
As we know, we all need that cleanser. So I have two different type of cleanser. One for dry skin and the other one for combination, so they can wash their body. Toners are very important in our
Right.
life, not only for face. This is something that with pre and post menopause, you can spray these botanical toners on your full body and feel great and have a great
You know, when
night's
you're
sleep.
having the hot
Very
flashes.
like a ting, yes.
Sleep.
Yes,
The other
yes.
thing that is very important, the sunblock. My particular
Oh,
sunblock
right.
contains the
Titanium.
8%. So while you're resting, while you're sleeping, I encourage everybody to put the sunblock on their skin and sleep because this titanium will take the radiation away, the UVA B and unfortunately C now we have, it will take it away while you're resting.
But do you
I
put on
always,
in the day?
Absolutely, AM and
And
PM. That's
you
what they-
cannot find any
with
suntan
titanium.
lotion, anything with titanium.
But the most important products, this is the botanical collagen and elastin, 2-in-1, which is extremely important. It's an all treatment product. It's my own formula.
Do you
This
put
one,
the-
this
Can be
particular
used
one.
everywhere. In
So
other
you
words,
put that on
one
before
product.
makeup, or
Yeah, but it's not only the makeup, it's the cleanser, toner, and you put immediately after toner because it says in the back, not only on face. Again, please
On the
remember,
whole
with
body.
mastectomy, with surgical procedure, with stretch marks, you can apply
For the décolleté.
the whole collagen, and it's like one drop goes a long, long way. One drop, try it to see. I mean, as we see, just try it.
I mean, I'm finding it very simple. I use the facial wash, the toner, the collagen gel, and
boy,
then
it's shiny, but it's not oily.
Absolutely
you'll see it
not. It's
absorbs
botanical.
amazingly, and it's very, very dry. And then the cream, and I've tried. I was telling Hilda, I've been doing it morning and night. If I wake up in the morning and I tried not using the products, oh my goodness, what a difference. Your skin, when you do use the product, you see it yourself in the mirror, is radiant. And you can go right out the door, no makeup, nothing. You do
No,
not
my
put
mother
it
said
on.
after 40 you have to have makeup.
And then I have the amino lift, this is very important because this is all peptide.
Amino.
Yes.
Not amino lift, which is a peptide.
You know, this one's amazing. If you put this on a wrinkle and just wait a few minutes,
this is
you do
amazing
not see the
because
wrinkle.
it does contain oat kernel. So as soon as it hits the skin after collagen,
here
it
on
shields
me,
the collagen.
You stand in the mirror a few minutes and you actually
Yes.
see everything disappear.
It shields the
Excellent.
collagen. So it's all full of antioxidants,
But
which
it feels
is
very good, and
extremely
it
important.
actually smells
good
wonderful,
too. It's
yeah.
all citrus. So I brought all the good products as a treatment products, not just the marketing point to sell the product. It's all treatment with surgical procedure. I have a surgeon that he's sending his patient post-surgical to
Great.
me for two things: to do laser, A, and B, to use the right skincare line, because it's not a product, it's a line. It means that it's going to change really people's life, and it does.
You know what's happening also, besides we've been talking about the cancer issue, but there are people taking all different types of medications
Absolutely.
that do affect the skin. The other
You
confusing...
have brown spots. You
Oh,
have
everything.
People with hair.
Yes.
I've seen my nephew, for example, had a lot of hair on his back,
Skin
and people
can't breathe.
were teasing him. And
Yeah.
they live in
laser. Good.
Kansas City, and he went to
Yes.
laser.
Absolutely.
Made all it was
Clean
expensive.
cut.
My sister said
It's a good
that
investment, but
was
it
a
comes
good
back to you
investment.
immediately. It doesn't go,
And it stays.
It doesn't go
It
to
stays
yes,
off.
absolutely.
When you think we spend so much money on so many things instead of taking care of ourselves. The other thing people are getting confused, they're coming out with so many different
that's true.
skincare products.
and they say,
people
"Oh,
using the
guaranteed," which is
wrong-
there is
probably
nothing.
But you
there.
can use the wrong skincare products and do more damage than good. So that's why her free consultation is excellent. So you know exactly, I mean, there are 17 products, but you might only need
You took
three,
three or
two,
two.
one. You really don't, you don't have to go crazy.
think
What's
that-
just for the eyes? What's just for,
Yes,
Yeah.
no, you just go do one thing and everything is good.
It's very
also,
simple.
Also, for I have a product particular for pre and post acne.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
have
yeah, I
two
was
different type of acne: young teenage acne, which I have so many patients,
adult?
and adult acne, especially after menopause,
Right.
unfortunately.
Right.
And the reason, because during the pre and post menopause, we are losing 75% of facial collagen due to lack of estrogen level as of age of 37. So people, they think it happens at 50. It doesn't. Then
No,
it's too
it's
late.
not true.
So I've seen clients that they are over 40, they have all this acne, and they are questioning me why? Because you don't have enough protein to support your skin. Not only on face, unfortunately, it travels to the
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
and it doesn't look good. So two things: do yourself a favor. It's an investment. Come for free consultation for laser, and that will do it.
And
Because
even for
then I will give the right
rosacea?
skincare product for you, and then it's done. It's a one-time event. Yes, it takes several treatments, but you don't have to come back 10 years later and for the same issue.
Isn't that
Also,
nice?
I have clients for rosacea, and I have Dr. Joseph that he's in New Rochelle and Bronxville. He's sending his patient to me because he said,
Rosacea
"Hilda,
is a very
there
big
is nothing
problem."
else except laser."
It's interesting because we're sitting here talking, and I feel like I've known Hilda for a while. Met her about 10 minutes ago. But I think the thing that really struck me was a quote that you made. You come in a cocoon,
As a cocoon, and
you go out as a
as a-
butterfly.
it's emotional,
but what Debbie
right.
kept saying over and over again is the personal aspect
Touch.
of getting to know you, you getting to know us. And you and I were talking about it before, that it's not as much a business as
Absolutely
a passion.
not. Absolutely.
And you don't feel like you have
Absolutely.
to go in, you want to go in.
I want to do it. It's my
But
mission.
that's where you
It's
find your
it's a
help.
mission. It's a mission for me, because again, if I can help people to look their best and gain that confidence, please remember, I have clients from 13 to 91 years old. They all come with different reasons.
Right.
It can be acne, it can be rosacea, it can be cancer patient, and all about. I have so many male clients
Families
that
come in together. It's
they are
nice to see
flying to
families.
come for laser and skincare. The male, 50%
Right,
of my
I
clients
saw
are
that.
guys.
The
That's
men are more
amazing.
vain than the women. A lot of men come in, but it's nice to see the families. You see the mother come in with the daughter. I mean, I did that. Then I introduced my daughter.
I
said,
saw
"You
your
have-
daughter. She's adorable.
You have 25 years
She's
on
a
me.
good advertisement for you, definitely.
Yeah, I said, you have 25 years on me. So if you
True.
can, you have a little bit more time to do other things. If you want to go in for laser treatment for hair removal,
Did you do you ever talk to people about the amount of rest they should get, their diet.
Yes.
Again, they were very into that.
All wellness. Everything is now wellness, wellness, and it's
They were
it's just
suggesting
forming.
junk food. Of course, smoking
Absolutely
is
not.
terrible for your
Absolutely.
skin.
Mentioning about the junk food or being in the sun, which is the worst enemy. I have a client and she said, I like to be in the sun because of vitamin D.
Oh, right.
And then I said, well, after 5 minutes, you sizzle yourself. So instead of just getting a vitamin D through the sun, why don't you start getting all the facials, that with all antioxidant products. Plus, if you happen, speaking of what to eat, salmon with omega-3,
Right.
and have a nice rest,
the fish
that's
oil
done.
has been unbelievable.
Amazing.
Really.
It's really amazing. So you don't really have to go and sizzle your skin, and then unfortunately after 5 minutes you get skin cancer, because based on the research on American Cancer Society, they said that, yes, 75% of skin cancer happens in Northeast and Canada.
It's interesting because they do encourage older people. They need the sun, even if it's for 5 or 10 minutes. And I used to sit out and say, we all used to have those things where we magnify. Oh my God! But how can something so wonderful feel so good on your skin be so bad? And
Absolutely.
It really is.
Absolutely.
But there's a big difference also. We used to be able to sit out in the sun. Oh my gosh. For hours on end. Now you sit there for 10 minutes.
Global warming.
2 minutes.
Very different.
It's scary. Unfortunately for children, the skin, for the children that they have cancer, it's
That's
very,
true.
very,
I'm
very
glad you brought that up. The environment has changed.
Yes. Definitely.
And indeed, that the sun...
And from year to year, I noticed a big difference from year to year in the sun if you're sitting outside.
Yes.
So the point of your products are, let's say someone comes in and they do have laser and they use the products and they see a difference. Do they come back and do the spa, or do they?
Right. I always.
Or you can just come in and buy.
No. I'm very generous, as we all know, which is great. I love doing what I'm doing first and foremost. Even if you're a client at 9 p.m., I will treat you, not even a new client, existing clients. I will treat you as a client that you just arrived at 11 a.m.
Which was us. We came in, it was 8 o'clock at night.
Right, 8:30, and we were there until 10 p.m.
So she stays late.
8 o'clock. I don't think she goes home.
You have a bed and that's a lot, right?
And also, speaking of these products, the packaging, my esthetician that she works for me, last year she had a double mastectomy, unfortunately, and she's 45. So the other day I arrived at 508, and this is my new location, 508 Mamaroneck Avenue, White Plains, the Laser and Skincare Center.
But you are all over.
I am all over, right. But then she was wrapping this product, even without me asking her. So I really was touched because she chose the color of pink for the breast cancer. So she was doing everything. So I said, you know what, Melina, I'm going to make a decision. These are for holiday packaging, and anybody who purchased this product, I'm going to give the whole profit to the cancer organization, which is great. So it's very
We have
important.
only a very few minutes, like 3 or 4 minutes. I want you to give us last minute. You mentioned the collagen, what do you call that?
Collagen elastin botanical gel.
Okay, that's...
Because this is all botanical. No animal collagen. We are, animal friendly.
So, thank goodness.
Environmentally
My
eco.
husband would have a fit, right? And the second
And
one?
the second one, I would say the peptide, because what this peptide is going to do, it's going to shield the collagen on your skin. So the collagen will remain longer on your skin.
Okay, so these two products are a must in your person.
Must,
okay.
regardless.
And 3 minutes, if you had to tell our viewers out there some really good advice.
The only advice really I can give to
watch the sun.
Not only that, but also I would say please call 914-686-2121 for free consultation. Okay. I do the digital evaluation. I think I'm the only business in the area has a digital evaluation. I'm doing it, and I'm informing the client what we see inside the skin. That's important. Don't wait until last minute that everything is too late. But I have the pigmentation I have, but this has nothing to do with the sun. I had a surgical procedure done, so my body doesn't take the toxin. So it's funny when I see my clients, they look at, okay, but I was doing laser. I put under control, otherwise this could be all over my body, let's say. So even though if you have little the discoloration, sun damage, acne, rosacea, please pick up the phone and call. I'm just a phone call away. Come in. And again, it's not just a business. I really want to give the best of the best and educate everyone.
From Mamaroneck, you just go right on the Mamaroneck Avenue.
It's
very
nice to do something for yourself. We all help each other and help other people. It's nice to do something for yourself and feel a little bit better about yourself. Even if it's like come in, just get a product that you need. But really, with the free consultation, you know exactly.
And in the meantime, try to drink water, hydrate, because you said that.
But to the point, I've seen clients that they come with a gallon. Don't overwhelm yourself.
No.
Please remember, 2/3 of our body contains water.
They've even now said that
again with the pre and post menopause, we don't want to blow. That's very important.
No, that's true. But feeling good about yourself is terribly important. It's not really being obnoxious or vain. It's just
be yourself. Appreciate your skin, your body. Wellness is very important. It's very big now in United States. Yes. But this was the case in Europe prior. But I'm talking for United States, which is very important. So that's.
I agree. And Deb, if you had some last final words.
Well, her free consultation, I would like who's ever interested to do that first, because I'm noticing, and even just from watching things on TV or out in public, there are too many things going on. And everything is getting integrated, which is very good, but people are getting so confused.
Oh my God, there's so much information.
And you don't know what to use. You do need a professional. So she's doing this, it's on her own time. So if you could go in for that help, and you can get that help, even if it's just to use one product, you're doing the right thing.
Yes.
And you feel good. You feel good. No one's really going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself.
It's interesting because I saw where you've spoken in China, or you've been all over.
Right.
Have you been back to Iran?
And not yet, unfortunately. I would love to, but
do you still have family there?
Yes, sure I do.
But you do, but you're not allowed to.
Well, no, I'm allowed, but there is no time yet. Let me finish this whole project here. I have to educate 320 million people in this country.
That's a significant. That's right. We're a bigger.
Absolutely.
It's so.
One step at a time. So you're right.
And it also takes in children. We're talking, it seems like we're talking about adults, but even the children, like with the titanium.
Absolutely.
If you start
with the sunscreen, that's a major thing. I am learning to put it on every morning.
And nighttime.
And nighttime I had never thought of. So that's an amazing.
Neither did I, because your skin will soak it in, so you're ready when you go out the next day.
Amazing.
See, the things you learn.
You're absolutely right. We could sit here for a very long time. There's too many things I didn't get to talk. I had. We'll do it again.
Next time for 1 hour.
But the wonderful thing about it is, as I've said before, I don't feel like you're trying to throw it down my throat. I think you're just suggesting some wonderful ideas and thoughts, not just for the holiday, but for your personal use. So I thank you, Debbie, and Hilda.
My pleasure.
I'm really thrilled you came in, and I hope everybody out there enjoyed this, and that you'll stop by the Demarjian Laser and Skincare Salon in White Plains, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. So long.